So we're on page number 20 in Math for Trades, and we're going to do 3 different pieces of statistical information, and these are the mean, median, and mode. So pretty simple to figure them out. It's just to remember what to do for each of the 3. Now the mean, M-E-A-N, actually is the same thing as an average. So if you remember finding average, you add up the scores, divide them by the number of scores. So let's say that you're playing a basketball game and you have 3 different games. In the first game, your team scored 103. The second game, 72. And in the third game, 121. All right, so in order to find the average score, you add up the 103, 72, and the 121. So you get 6, 9, you get a score of 296 when you add them all up. Then you divide that 296 by the number of scores, 1, 2, 3. So 3 goes into 29, 9, 27, 26, and 3 goes into 26 8 times, 24. Okay, so about 98 is the average score there between 72, 103, and 121. So that's the mean. So just the way I remember that is it's the average. The next one is called the median. Now if you're driving down a highway in the lower 48, and it's 4 lanes, so you've got this road here, and then you've got this handy dandy little cool green strip here. Let me move this over a little bit so you can see my drawing better. And then you've got another road here. So you've got all these cars, and you've got, this semi. I'm a real good artist. And then you've got cars going the other way. And I'll just draw another car. And these are going this way, and these are going this way. You've got this green strip here, and it's called the median. Okay, it's not called the middle or the medium. It's called the median. And medium means middle. That green strip is in the middle of the highway, and that's exactly what a median is you've got a set of scores. Let's say that you are playing golf, and you get a 75, a 63, and a 27 because you had a really, really good game, and then you just really blew it and got a 104, and then an 81. Okay. So to find the median, you take all these scores and put them in the order from smallest to largest. 27, 63, 75, 81, and 104. And then you look at the middle score, and that's your median. That's all there is to it. Put them in order from smallest to greatest, or greatest to smallest. It doesn't really matter. And then you take the middle score, and that is the median. Now, sometimes, let's say that we take those same scores I have here, and let's add another one to it. Let's add a 94 to it. Now let's list them in order. 27, 63, 75, 81, 94, and 104. Now here is a problem we run into. If we look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is not a middle score. Okay, the middle score would be right here. We got 3 on both sides, but we don't have one that's exactly in the middle. So what do? We take these 2 scores, add them up, and then divide them by 2. And that 78 is the median. So when you have an odd number of scores, you just take the middle one. So that makes it a lot easier. When you have an even number of scores, you take the 2 middle ones, like right here, add them up and divide by 2. You always divide by 2 because you're finding the average. So an average means you add the scores up and divide by the total number of scores. So I add these 2 scores up, I'm going to get 156, and I divide by 2, and that gives you the median. Okay, so lots of stuff to remember here. But if you can take notes, and that will help you a lot. Okay, the last one is called the mode. And the way I remember mode is it's the one that occurs the most. So if I have 106, 108, 123, 106, 128, 106, it could be that you are playing a game and you found out after 6 plays that these are all your scores. The mode is the one that occurs the most often. So 106 ends up being the mode here because it occurred 3 times. If, and this, I don't think the book even mentions this, but if, let's say one of these scores, let's change this 128 to a 108 and the 123 to a 108. Now look what we've got. We've got 3 times that 106 occurs and 3 times that 108 occurs. If that happens, there is no mode, okay? Because there is not a number in this list that occurred more than any other number. They occurred the same amount of times, so there is no mode. Okay, so that's it for mean, median, and mode.